let's do some probability trees. So in this problem, I'm given a bag of sweets with n orange sweets and 1 white sweet. And somebody takes a sweet at random from the bag and eats the sweet, and then another sweet after that. So in total, they take 2 sweets from the bag. Now we want the probability that both of those sweets are the orange sweets. So what I've done is I've drawn a probability tree where this is my orange. So if I take an orange sweet, I follow this path. If I take a white sweet, I follow this path. And obviously at each node, I can pick either an orange sweet or a white sweet. So I could pick 2 orange sweets, I could take an orange sweet and a white sweet, or I could start with a white sweet and then take an orange sweet. I could do it in any sort of combination. And if I think about the numbers I've been given in the question, these are my probabilities. So I have orange is n, so there's n orange sweets, and the total is n plus 1 because we have n orange and 1 white. So the total will be n plus 1 in the beginning. And so the probability is orange is n over n plus 1. The probability it's white is 1 over n plus 1. Now, if we think about it, if we took 1 white sweet from the bag, we're actually going to now just have n sweets left in the bag because we've taken 1 from it. So we're going to have n on the bottom. And then because we've taken an orange, we have 1 less orange than we had before. So it's going to be n minus 1. And so if I want 2 orange sweets, I'm simply going to do orange, orange. So I'm going to do n over n plus 1 times n minus 1 over n. And that gets me n times n minus 1 over n times n plus 1, but because we have n over n, I can just cancel them out, and I get left with n minus 1 over n plus 1, as the question requires. The mistake a lot of students make with probability trees is they forget to subtract 1 from the following tree. So when you take a sweet out of the bag, they forget that the new denominator is just n in this example, because you take 1 sweet out, you're left with 1 less, and you have to include that on the next tree. And these kind of questions I go into a lot on my Easter masterclass because they often come at the end of the paper and are worth 4 or 5 marks. This was an easier one, but don't struggle with them anymore.